Oh, God. I'm sorry. Hello all, I'm Joe, and today I'm here to talk about Mockingjay Part 1. Is that the case? Really? Part 1? Yep. Oh well, let's talk about it. Mockingjay picks up right after catching fire, which in case you don't remember, Katniss Everdeen managed to blow away the force field with her bow and arrow, and was able to get out of the annual Hunger Games. Now President Snow and the Cap are trying to put down the rebellion against the capital district of Panem. And the rebellion in District 13, led by Julianne Moore's character, are using Katniss as a symbol for the Mockingjay to unite all the districts against the capital. All the while, Peeta is being used as a weapon against Katniss by the Capitol. Now, I was obviously really looking forward to this. I mean, a year ago we had Catching Fire, which I loved that movie. First one, and I just didn't think it was very good. When they announced that this was going to be a Part 1, Part 2 series, I just went, what? Are you serious? But in any case, I was still going to go see it. And I was a little worried going in that it was going to be really slow, considering that this is a Part 1. And it definitely shows in this movie. At times, it does go slow. I'll get into that in a little bit. That being said, this movie I thought is really good. And let's just get the obvious out of the way. Jennifer Lawrence is badass. Okay? I'm not gonna do that again. But I can't guarantee it. Katniss Everdeen is a great character. Very strong female character. And that's something I really admire in these movies. She's not a damsel in distress a little bit. I mean, she does show more emotion in this movie. But she still remains a strong presence in this film. And Jennifer Lawrence is incredible, as usual. Liam Hemsworth is also really good. Julianne Moore's really good, too, as the president. Philip Seymour Hoffman, may he rest in peace. He's really good in this movie, too. Donald Sutherland, his character is one evil bastard. And you gotta give props to Donald Sutherland. He is good at it. Woody Harrelson, of course, is back as Haymitch, and he is his usual self. He's hilarious. Elizabeth Banks is really good. Josh Hutcherson is also good. And the guy who plays Finnick, not in the movie as much, neither is Josh Hutcherson, but when he's there, he's really good. All the acting all around is great. And I think the story is also really good, too. And I also like the little different side of it that they show, as far as the political aspects, because there's not so much a focus on the Hunger Games, but they're definitely playing at each other with the whole political side, propaganda, trying to influence the people, trying to get them to rally behind their cause and whatnot. Now, with the last movie, Catching Fire, it played on a lot of political and historical themes, like the Nazis storming cities in Europe as they took over, and this definitely plays on that, but there's also a little more to it. There were certain shots in this movie where Katniss goes to visit the district that she used to live in, and also another district called District 8. And there's a big battle sequence that takes place in that particular part of the movie. Camera movements and the action and everything, intensity of that scene, it reminded me a lot of Saving Private Ryan, and this movie felt like a World War II movie in some ways. And there is some shaky cam, but thankfully it's not a gimmick. Francis Lawrence returns in the director's chair, and he does do a good job, but that goes into probably my biggest problem with this movie. It's a little too slow at points, considering that this is a Part 1. It definitely shows. It's not perfectly paced at times. It's really long, and I think they could have cut at least maybe 10, 15 minutes out of the movie. But that being said, this movie I think is definitely really good, and I definitely think you should go see it if you're interested in the Hunger Games, and if you're a fan of the books also. And the ending, me personally, I may not have been 100% satisfied because I kind of expected a little more oomph, but the way it ended, I just went, okay, I'm definitely checking in next year, which, oh, we gotta wait a year from now. Damn you, Hollywood, for copying Harry Potter. But all in all, I really enjoyed this movie. Despite some pacing problems here and there, it's definitely worth your time. So thank you guys for watching. If you're a fan of the Hunger Games, tell me what you thought down below, and how does it do compared to the book. And